Nuraliev of Uzbekistan faces Д.Алтансүхийн of Mongolia. It's Nuraliev in the white judogi, Dovdan in blue, and here's Neil.
Yeah, well, you can see there that Dovdan were ranked 4, and he is one of the most experienced in the category. Certainly in this under 66 kilo lineup that we have here. Nuraliev of Uzbekistan knows that he's got his work cut out, but they're always dangerous and they have great throwing ability. Nuraliev is in white and Dovdan of Mongolia in blue. Well, Dovdan coming from all sorts of different directions. There's the Yoko Satemi. He also does the Kosoto from there. Straight away a penalty there for Nuraliev. Nuraliev just feels the danger out there. So unorthodox, the Mongolians. Trying for the double lapel. Have a look how he'll go again on it in a second.
He shouldn't be too concerned, Nuraliev. It's single Shido, first minute, okay. Bit of a slip, but...
Yeah, I'm just saying that I thought that he might feel the danger out there, because certainly it's one thing us looking as coaches or as commentators, and you kind of see certain dangers, but when you get hold of them and you feel how dangerous it all is there, it's totally different. You know, I see sometimes the coaches on the side of the mat shouting, do something, attack, or rip the grip off, but easier said than done than if you've got Iliadis on the end of your arms, completely dominating. Or Dovdan.
Well, he is a bit of a handful.
Nuraliev will have to put an attack in fairly soon. Twice now he's just dropped onto his back.
Yeah, Dovdan just had to block that. I wouldn't even really call it, a strong defence, but he certainly made a move to block it, and maybe just on the back of that. The referee Frank Wolf decided not to call that a false attack, but he's flirting with danger here. That was a better effort.
Yeah, good attempt there.
And now Dovdan manages to turn him.
Well, no, that was a score. I think Nuraliev gets the score from the Uchimata. He had a second stab at it, didn't he? He thought he was off it there, Dovdan.
Yeah, he did. He was looking for the turnover and then ended up on his side. Yeah, you're quite right.
So a mistake there from the world number 4, and now he's going to have to do something to come back into this match. It's just over halfway.
Nuraliev wasn't finished with the effort. Dovdan fancied that he'd blocked it, but Nuraliev wasn't finished. He gave it a second push, and when Dovdan came down on his side, he gave up.
Every time he feels in danger here, Nuraliev is coming in for an attack. Dovdan just not able to settle at all. That's going to be a penalty for Nuraliev.
Well, Dovdan attacked him there, didn't he? And he's kind of stepped off the attack. He was lucky that he'd come under attack, and that was what pushed him out. But there was a suspicion of him just wanting to be anywhere but the mat. And he now picks up a penalty for an overly defensive posture. He almost gets caught with a little Diashibarae. 2 penalties against Nurilayev, but he does have that Yuko, but I think he's going to get a third here. That was poor.
Well, you're absolutely right. He should get a third penalty there for just dropping.
He does.
So he does. So one more and it's going to be all over here.
Minute and a half to go, and he's going to come under some serious pressure from Dovdan. I can't see him either not picking up another penalty or Dovdan catching him.
No, I think Dovdan's got to just get up here and just pile the pressure on.
Yeah.
It's funny how it changes all of a sudden.
That was enough with the hip technique there to count as an attack.
Still got a little way off though. Still got a long way to go. Dovdan needs a big technique.
Last minute.
Well, I know what Dovdan's thinking. If we both go passive, I'll get a Shido, you get 4.
That's it. Poor tactics from Nurilayev here.
Now, is that going to be a Yuko? I thought he was close to his side there.
See, let's see if Dovdan's clever here, because he gets up, all-out attack, because Nurilayev really is passive at this point. Here, have a look.
Well, tell me that wasn't. I thought that was a Yuko, but
it's on the board. Isn't it a Yuko apiece?
Oh, it is a Yuko apiece. So Dovdan now winning this.
Yeah.
How quickly the tides change.
So my thinking was that Dovdan would get up and go hell for leather, trying to get Nurilayev a final penalty. Doesn't need to. It's done now. And Dovdan has just walked out the area. You can afford to take a penalty. Yeah.
I'll take another one if I have to, he says, but doesn't need to. It's all over. Dovdan then of Mongolia gets the second bronze medal in this under 66 kilos category. 2
things happened there. Nurilayev ran out of steam, and the other thing was he relied too much on his being able to roll the dice with the Shidos, thinking I'm not going to give up a score. But when he gave up the score, the Shidos then did for him, and he'd used them all up anyway.
Yeah, from a tactical point of view, if you're one step behind, but he was a couple, wasn't he?
Yeah. So Dovdan comes back, having started as the number 1 seed. He comes back to pick up a bronze medal. Well, another fighter who may just think, okay, I'll take that. He lost to Takaichi Kengo, so there's no shame in that.
That was the score. Sumagage there just taking him over onto his side. That's what got the Yuko. Nurilayev also scored a Yuko. So 1 Yuko each, but 3 penalties up there to Nurilayev.
A bit of Mongolian music going on in the background.
I think you're right.
Right, we've got the final of the under 66 kilo